in the papers across Nigeria. This is Freshly Pressed on the Smooth Breakfast. Here on Smooth 98.1, we love music, we love life, and we love to talk about the major talking points. Yes, indeed. It's a Monday, it's a brand new week, 10th day of November 2025, 32 minutes past 7 a.m. My name is Ayokunmi Kekiriak, and welcome into another interactive session where you get to play a very big part in the proceedings. So all you need to do is to send your messages to us on WhatsApp and on YouTube as well. So the WhatsApp number to keep up with us is 0911 999 0981. 0911 999 0981. As I always say, please try to make the messages as concise and clear as possible. That is very, very, very key. Makes it easier for me to read and to get through as well. And you can join us on YouTube if your taste is the audio visual. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos, where you get to see the amazing men in the studio and, of course, on Zoom as well. Bright, beautiful outfits, I have to say. Men mount, as they say out there. Men mount. Anyways, joining me to take a look at the stories this morning and give the analysis, Mr. C, and, of course, AB Bozimo. AB, good morning to you. Mr. C, good morning.
Good morning, Aya. Good morning, AB. Good morning, Lagos. Let's get ready.
Right, let's get ready. Strap in and let's get ready for this particular ride because it's going to be a ride this morning. We're going to start in Anambra State, of course, after the elections over the weekend. The Punch is where we pitch our tent to begin with, Mr. C. Opposition parties on Sunday condemned the conduct of the Anambra 2025 governorship election, warning that the level of vote buying and institutional complacency witnessed during the exercise posed a serious threat to the credibility of the 2027 general elections. And just to inform you, in case you did not know, the incumbent governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, won in all the 21 local government areas in a landslide to seal a second term ticket. So many things to talk about when it comes to the Anambra election. We'll see what we can do in about 3 minutes or thereabouts. Mr. C, I saw videos, I don't know if you did as well, of alleged vote buying and so on and so forth. And voter apathy is something we need to talk about as well, because looking at the numbers, about 22% of people came out to vote, which actually is an upgrade on the 2021 elections, where it was about 10-11% or thereabouts. Still ridiculous, though, but give us your thoughts on how everything went down and where we are right now.
Okay, thank you, Aya. So on Saturday, INEC conducted the abomination it calls an election. Now, they will tell you that what they conducted was free and fair. It was largely peaceful. Yes, there were little or no reports of violence, but what happened on Saturday cannot in any logical circumstance or scenario be described as an election. There are videos on social media where unidentified individuals are openly asking voters, how much would you charge to vote for a particular candidate? And this is in the presence of INEC officials. This is in the presence of the police officials who are assigned to each polling unit. Now, there was an APC candidate. The opposition parties have condemned the election, but it's been radio silent from the APC in Anambra State. Now, the speed with which the president rushed to congratulate the incumbent, despite the widespread adverse positions, calls into question a number of things, right? What is the rush in congratulating him? Yes, he will say he's a statesman, but this is the president whose party member was a candidate in the said election. He never showed up to campaign for said candidates. The governors under the APC under the APC umbrella never pulled up to Anambra State to campaign for their candidate. Now contrast that with what is going on in Ekiti, where there will soon be an election. You have governors like the governor of Kogi State, Ododo, present. You had the self-proclaimed light of Edo State present. You had other governors present, and they're all openly supporting their man. Now, Governor Soludo naturally has praised the conduct of the event on Saturday, saying that they're the best elections ever conducted in Anambra State. Now, that calls into question a number of things. If the nonsense that happened on Saturday is the best in your opinion, I shudder to think what has transpired before now. And it takes us back to what we've been crying out for on this program for the past 2 years. Without electoral reform, I'm afraid the elections in 2027 will witness increased voter apathy. So, a situation where INEC continues to conduct nonsense and doesn't have to answer any question, and you put the burden or the obligation of explaining the nonsense that they're calling elections in Nigeria today on the part of the person who loses or who's challenging the results declared is unfair. The coordinator of the exercise, the body conducting the exercise, should be able to tell Nigerians and by extension the courts whether what they conducted was in line with the electoral provisions.
Mm.
So you have situations where they're openly buying votes and you say the results will stand. What does that portend for us? The whole world is watching in case they have forgotten. This is not before the era of social media or the internet where you can quickly hide your shenanigans. Now, the APC candidate says he wants to consult before taking the next step. I will give him free advice today. Don't bother.
Why?
It is clear even his own party won't support him. It's crystal clear. It's clear to the blind. It's loud to the deaf. So I see no point why he's going to petition and waste everybody's time. Now, Governor Soludo supposedly was declared winner in all the local governments. Fantastic. Not a problem. We're here. We saw videos where polling started in certain units and there were no result sheets. But INEC will tell you they did a fantastic job.
Mr. Sin, looking at what has happened now, very quickly from an INEC perspective, this is the first run out for the new INEC chairman, Professor Josh Amopito. I mean, these issues, do they transcend whomever is at the head of INEC, or do they still have a part to play in all of this?
Let's be fair to the new INEC chair. The preparations for this nonsense were largely completed before he assumed office. He's been in office less than a month. Surely you're not suggesting that all the preparations happened in the last month. No. So you can't really pin this nonsense on him. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt because this was largely done before he assumed office. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. The AKT elections are coming up, right?
True.
Let's see what he's going to do there. But to the government, if you think this is the way to go, not a problem. Now, it's a disturbing sign that 4/5 of the registered voters in Anambra State boycotted the elections. It's a very telling and damning declaration. It means Governor Soludo really doesn't have the mandate of the majority of the good people in Anambra to govern. Yes, he will tell you he won, over 80% of 20% of voters that showed up. But remaining 80% are indifferent. And the truth is, you need the cooperation of the public to govern properly.
Thank you for sharing those thoughts there, Mr. C. All right, let's know your thoughts on the elections, what you think, and what we should be expecting going forward as 2027 gets ever closer and closer. Once again, the number is 0911-999-0981. All right, AB, let me come to your temple at this moment in time. The Vanguard is where we'll be stepping into to take this story from. The Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, the NSCIA, has rejected allegations by the United States and some Western organizations that Christians are being subjected to genocide in Nigeria, describing the claims as false, politically driven, and a threat to national unity. Now, speaking at a press briefing in Abuja on Sunday, the Secretary General of the NSCIA, Professor Ishak Oloyede, said the Council's stance followed an expanded meeting of its General Purpose Committee, which reviewed recent security and diplomatic developments affecting the country. I'll let you take it from here, AB.
Nigeria are the same as sperm. No matter what Shekumi says about them being their fighters in the forest. I've seen